Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Nadeem Khan. Today we are going to learn a poem by Sarojini Naidu, that is Palanquin Bearers. So before moving to the poem, first we have to understand the title itself. The title here suggests to an old tradition in Indian culture where after the wedding the bride was carried to the in-laws house in a palanquin, and that palanquin was carried by the people. They were called palanquin bearers. So here Sarojini Naidu has tried to highlight that custom which has now almost disappeared. So let us begin the poem. So before moving to the poem, first we have to understand the some of the ideas before jumping to the lines of the poem. So here the job of palanquin bearers is a crucial one. They carry a tender and precious thing, the bride. To lessen their burden, they sing song while carrying the bride, and their utmost job is to protect her from every outside danger. The poet has compared her through similes. Similes here is a figure of speech of literature. It means that a comparison of two similar things using as and like. So in the poem I will again highlight what a simile is. So the poet has compared her through similes to all the beautiful and delicate objects of nature to highlight her tenderness. So let us begin the poem now. So one thing I want to mention also, that while you read the poem itself has a kind of rhythm which suggests the movement of the palanquin and how the bearers are moving ahead and ahead. So let us try to understand it. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. So very lightly, very delicately they are bearing her, they are carrying her. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. So here she is compared to a flower. So here the comparison of bride to a flower using like is an example of a simile. So she sways. Sways here means that she moves or she floats like a flower in the wind of our song. So they are singing a song and they are comparing their song to a wind, and through that wind the flower is moving. So this imagery is compared to the bride, and by all these similes you just have to understand how the poet has portrayed the bride as a delicate person. She skims like a bird on the form of a stream. So understand this also. All the imageries are very delicate ones. So she skims like a bird on the form of a stream. So you have to understand there is a stream of water, and above that stream there is a form floating over it, and above that form she is flying like a bird. Just below the bird there is a stream which is full of a foam. Okay, so you can understand the idea here. Next line, she floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. So she is like a laugh when we see some dream. So lips of a dream here means that when we see a dream and it is a good one, we smile, and she is compared to the laugh or smile of a good dream, and she is floating in that manner. Last two lines are repetitive in both the stanzas. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. Here, gaily means in a gay manner. Gay here means joyful, happy. So, not the homosexual one. Here, gay means the happy. So, gaily means happily. Oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We glide. We glide means we move ahead and we are singing together. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. So while they are moving ahead and they are singing, they are also taking her, carrying her, bearing her like a pearl on a string. Like there are pearls which are carried by a string. You can see in the last image which I have added here. So using these image can help you to store the information given in the stanza. So first is flower, then is bird, then we have star, and then we have pearls. Okay, next stanza, we move to the next stanza. We here move to the first line, that softly, oh softly we wear her along. So the first line again is highlighting the same idea which was proposed in the first stanza, but with some different word, that is softly. So you can understand how important their responsibility is, that they have to carry the bride with lots of tenderness. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. So similar is the case, that they are singing and their song is compared to a dew, and in that dew the star is shining through that dew. So you can imagine that the in the sky there is dew, and in the night time you are seeing a star in the sky through a dew. So she is compared to the hanging star in the night. Hanging star here simply means that they are seeing a star which is in the sky and it seems like it is hanging. Next line, she springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. So here I have added an image, that means that she springs like a beam. So you can understand that there is a tide in the sea, there are waves, and on that wave there is sunlight, sun rays. So she springs like, she shines like that sunlight on the waves of sea. So next line, she falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. So she falls. So all the imagery, she herself is a bride and she is compared to the tear of a bride. So you can understand the depth of her tenderness. Last two lines, lightly or lightly, earlier it was gaily, here lightly or lightly. So you have to see that how much careful they are while carrying the bride. Lightly or lightly we glide and we sing, same line, glide and sing, we bear her along like a pearl on a string. So the last line is same in both the stanzas. Almost the whole poem is giving you the same idea, using many similes, using many objects to highlight the tenderness of the bride. So with this we have come to the end of this poem. One more thing I want to mention here, that if you want me to analyze any work of literature, write me in the comment box and I will make a video on that work. Thank you so much.